Hey everyone, my name is Jeff Warden and welcome to my brand new YouTube channel called NewsPop. Pretty cool, right? Anyways, we'll be talking about a lot of stuff, but my subject today is called Escape from Zuck Mountain, taking a hard look at Facebook's war on itself. Now, to start us off, Twitter announced this week that it's banning all political ads from its platform, blowing a hot one all over Facebook, who has essentially snuggled up to political misinformation and lies when this month it announced that it would not remove ads from presidential nominees that included falsehoods, including the fact-checked ones. Now, the Twitter thing really comes as a win for those of us that only use Twitter to watch porn. Listen, it's hard to concentrate on the task in hand. You see what I did there? In hand. It's hard to concentrate when you have to scroll past Marianne Williamson's face to get there. Kamala Harris is a solid maybe, and Elizabeth Warren gives out strong cougar vibes, but no one really wants to go there yet. Pete Buttigieg and Beto O'Rourke are like the guys in the bar that you have to avoid eye contact with at the beginning of the night because they're trying way too hard to get your attention. But at the end of the night, when the bar is empty, except for them, and you've had one too many White Claws, you start considering what it would be like to go home with both of them, smoke a bowl, and really see which one's packing and which one's lacking. And at least they can both say dirty stuff in another language, which is hot. And then there's this guy. He's just sitting at the end of the bar screaming pickup lines at the 21-year-olds, promising to pay for their college and give them free PrEP and birth control. I don't know why that's by Bernie Sanders' voice, but it ends up working. Bernie always goes home with a gaggle of millennials. Daddies are clearly in these days. Anyways, I got off track. Twitter, porn, Bernie Sanders, gross. Facebook. Isn't it time that we all delete our Facebook profiles? And then we can let our senile grandparents make embarrassing comments on other people's posts instead of the ones you were accidentally tagged in. Like, if the back of my head is tagged in a coworker's photo of an office party, then inevitably Grandma Ruth is gonna come on and say something like, "Remember when you used to do the pee-pee dance in my living room? Boy, you sure have grown up. I hope the rest of you has too." I don't know why it's my Grandma Ruth's voice. I don't have a Grandma Ruth, but no, the rest of me hasn't grown up. But Facebook, it's dead, right? Can't we all agree on that? We should hate it. The kids hate it, and if the kids hate it, then you know you're not cool anymore if you're still using it. And nothing hurts more to a gay man like me with Peter Pan syndrome than a 13-year-old looking at me and saying, Facebook is for old people. I'm not old, mostly. I follow Cardi B on Instagram. I finally figured out what Marshmello does, and thanks to The Masked Singer, I now know who Ninja is, and that I really should have spent less time going to school and more time locked in my room playing video games instead of watching Dawson's Creek in the VHS box set of Queer as Folk. But seriously, if there's a time to quit Facebook, now would be it. To prove to Zuckerberg and his army of Gen Xers that we care about this shit. And allowing people like Donald Trump or anyone to use misinformation to mislead an entire demographic of people is to not understand Facebook's role and responsibility in this very pivotal moment in history, one that we have never had to deal with before. Good people, and some shitty ones too, but mostly normal people, are being tricked into believing full-on lies. And not even the good ones, like that Beyonce writes her own songs, but more like when Donald Trump's campaign ran a political ad that falsely claimed Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden committed corrupt acts in Ukraine. False. And again, when Elizabeth Warren purposely ran an ad falsely claiming that Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook have endorsed Donald Trump for president in 2020. Also false. Essentially, she was flexing on Zuckerberg and daring him to change Facebook's policy, which he still hasn't. He's essentially that one friend who listened to Kanye's new album, Jesus King, and he still says that Kanye is the best rapper in hip-hop. False. All of this just proves Zuckerberg still hasn't learned any lessons from the 2016 election, in which his platform essentially allowed Russian trolls to control the outcome of our election. So, the question we have now is, have we learned our lesson? Maybe, just maybe, and hear me out, it's going to be hard, you're going to hate it, I know, but maybe we could all move on from our Facebook overlords and delete our profile. Save all your cute pictures first, but at least delete the app off your phone to make a move, so we can all make a move as one voice, committed to changing our country for the better, for ourselves, for those asshole kids who call us old. They also deserve to be old assholes. It's one step we can actually take right now to show that we are not just sheep waiting for the wolves to eat us. Just saying, Zuckerberg, get it together. Help us out. Be a man. You got plenty of money. Get off of it. Oh. Now, to end the video, here's your first deposit into my social media spank bank. Isn't that nice? Have a great night, everybody.